All right, everyone. Good morning. This reading is going to answer the question, what is draining your energy and what can you do about it? All right, so I have 3 piles here. I have 3 crystals for you to choose from. I'm not to tell you the name of the crystals. You're just supposed to look at them and choose by what appeals to you by their appearance, I guess, and not their names or their purpose. All right, here we go. I'm going to open the energy and let you pick your pile, and then we'll get started. All right, if you haven't picked your pile yet, please pause the video and do so. But we're going to get started with the pile number 1s. All right. And let's get started. We're going to put this right here. Okay, what is draining your energy? Whew. Priest, we get priest. So it's some sort of, could be, well, it's a belief system. Okay, I hear, not could be, it is a belief system. Okay, so it's a belief system that's draining your energy. So hopefully they'll convey what belief system it is at some point, but for now, how do you deal with that? They want you to get creative. Okay, so maybe there's a belief system that you have that you're not creative enough, that you're not good enough, that your creativity isn't enough, that you aren't artistic enough, or something like that. Okay, that what you create isn't enough. Yeah, that's what it is. What you create isn't enough. So they want you to get creative regardless of whether or not it's enough, whether it's perfect, whether it's, whatever it is, okay? They just want you to get creative. So stop believing, stop procrastinating being creative because you believe you're not good enough, or your creation's not good enough. That's what they're saying. Just start being creative. And look at this, fruition. Rest assured, your dreams and visions will come to fruition. So you can create what it is that you're trying to create, okay? But you have to start creating. You have to just create it. You can't keep trying to perfect it in your vision first, okay? Your dreams and your vision will come to fruition when you start creating them, okay? Rest assured. It will happen, but you have to get creative. You have to start creating them. You can't be stuck in this belief system that, you have to wait until you've perfectly created it in your mind before you can start creating it in the world, is what I'm hearing. Okay? And then the next one. Crown chakra. Divinity. Recognize the divine in the mirror. Okay, so your perfection. Yeah, the divine. We see the divine as perfect, right? They're saying recognize the divine in the mirror. Recognize that what you create is perfect. No matter how, stop believing that what you create is imperfect. Stop believing that what you create is not enough. It is enough. You are the divine. See that in your mirror. When you look in the mirror, see the divinity that you are. Recognize the divine that you are. Recognize that whatever you create is perfect and enough. Okay? That's what they are saying to you. So what's draining your energy is this belief system that you are not perfect enough, you are not enough, what you create is not enough, etc. They want you to just suspend that. That's how they're saying it. Just suspend that belief system for a minute and get creative, okay? And believe that you can make your dreams and visions come to fruition, come to reality. You can make them a reality. You can create them. Recognize the divine in the mirror, okay? So suspend this belief that you have that you're not enough, or that you're not perfect, or that you're not divine, or that you're not, okay? You are. That's what they're saying. And then the last card here that came out is, where are you being called to journey to? So that's the question they want you to ask yourself. Where are you being called to journey to? The answer that's coming right now is to your heart, to your soul, to your core. So you may be called to journey to a physical place. This might be a pilgrimage of some sort. This might be a, physical journey of some sort. But the purpose of it would be to return you to your true self. That's what I'm hearing, to your true self. To the truth that you are enough, that you are divine, that you are perfect, that you are enough, okay? That your creation is enough. You are your own creation, by the way. All right. Okay. Which one's first? It's this one. They want you to see opportunities that are coming toward you with an optimistic, positive outlook. Okay. They want you to be like this curious cat. There's another card that says get curious. And that talks about the curious mindset. So we talk a lot about the positive mindset and how that will help you create what you want in life and bring your dreams and visions into fruition. However, we don't talk enough about the curious mindset. And this card is like reminding us of these curious cats who are optimistic and positive, yes, but they're also curious. So they start looking at the world in a different way. They're asking you to look at the world in a different way, okay? Start being curious about the world that is around you and how it was created, okay, by you and by whoever else you're participating in this life with, all right? And yeah, this is the Queen of Cups, also the Empress. These women are creative. They are creative. They are mothers. They create life, right? So remember I said you are your creation, by the way. These women give life. They give birth. They create, and they understand the divine. They are the divine feminine. Okay, they are the divine feminine. So they want you to remember that you are this divine feminine who creates, who gives birth, who nurtures and loves unconditionally, etc. Okay, and they want you to remember that as you're journeying here, is what I'm hearing. As you're on this journey. This journey is of self-discovery, right? Self-discovery, to discover your true self and to relieve yourself from this belief system that you're not enough, that you're not perfect enough, that you're not divine enough, that you're not whatever enough, okay? Human enough, whatever it might be that you're believing. But that's what's draining you of your energy, and this is how you're going to clear that, is what they're telling me. And then we have the Six of Wands here. But this is also the Tower card. So the Tower card is in reverse. So this tells me that, okay, what this card is telling me, the Six of Wands, there's a recognition coming your way. It could be a very public recognition. It could be a recognition within your own circle of people. It could be self-recognition, okay? The journey is to discover yourself, so it could be a self-recognition. It's a very healing experience, and it's going to move you forward, this recognition. And you don't need a tower moment to do this. So this journey of self-discovery and of self-recognition and of healing that moves you forward doesn't have to look like a tower moment. It doesn't have to bring the world around you crashing down, okay? So that you can, have this aha moment. You can do that without a tower moment. That's what they're telling me, all right? You can let go of this belief system that you are not enough, that you are not perfect enough, that you are not divine enough, that you just simply are not, whatever, fill in the blanks, or just simply are not. You can shift that belief system without a tower moment. That's what they're telling me. Get creative. Rest assured that your dreams and visions will come to fruition. Recognize the divine in the mirror. Okay, open that crown chakra and recognize the divine in the mirror. Understand that you are being called on the journey of self-discovery and self-recognition. Be curious, be optimistic, be positive. Remember that you are this mother, your own mother. Okay, you've created yourself. You've birthed yourself. Okay, you are very, very creative. You are a manifester, okay, of your own life, of your own experience, of your own destiny. And you don't need a tower moment to recognize that, okay? That is what they're telling you. Let this belief system go. Start saying to yourself, I am enough, I am perfect, I am divine. Whatever you need to do in order to shift this belief system that's draining you. All right, that's what they have for you, my pile number ones. I hope it helps in some way. I hope it resonates with you. And I want you to have a wonderful day. All right. I'm going to move on to my pile number twos now. Okay, pile number two. Just going to put that there. Put this one over here now. Let's see what is draining your energy and what you can do about it. Oh, faithfulness. Okay. Your faithfulness is draining your energy. Now, faithfulness is a good thing, but I have a suspicion of what's going on here. You're most likely being faithful to someone external to yourself. And your faithfulness needs to start with you first and foremost. If it doesn't, it will drain your energy. Okay? So you need to be faithful to yourself first and foremost. Okay? That's what that card is telling me. And yes, here we go. What can you do about this? Okay? You are the weaver of your life. You weave your life, the tapestry of your life. So being the weaver of your life, you can bring new threads in and weave them along. You can cut old threads off and tie them off and be done with that part of your life, etc. So you weave your life. And if you're being faithful to things that are outside of you, that are no longer serving you and are draining you, you can cut that thread off. You can like tie it off. Tie it off is a nicer way to say it. But you can tie it off and say, okay, that part is over. That part of my life is over. I no longer need to be faithful to that part of my life, whatever it is. It could be a person, it could be a situation, it could be a religion, it could be anything, a belief system of any sort. But tie it off. Tie off anything that is taking you away from being faithful to yourself. That's how it's coming. They want you to understand that you can tie off anything, any thread in your tapestry of life that is keeping you from being faithful to you. Because being faithful to you energizes you. Being faithful to something external to yourself, more so than to yourself, is what's going to drain you. Okay? The universe has been gently nudging you forward by revealing to you signs and synchronicities. So they're sending you signs. They want to nudge you forward. You need to tie some things off to move forward. Okay? That's what they're saying with this card. And look at that, destiny. Follow your instincts. They lead to the truth. This is the third eye chakra. Okay, so they are telling you to follow your instincts. They lead to the truth. So tie those beams off. Tie those threads off. Anything that's no longer serving you and that is keeping you from being faithful to you, to your truth, to your desire, to your heart's desire, to you being you, okay? To fulfilling your destiny. As, you weave, we have a destiny, but we create our destiny. We are the weavers of our lives. We're free. We have free will to create our destiny that we chose to create, okay? But being faithful to things outside of yourself can take you away from this destiny and can take you away from your truth and can take you away from weaving your life, okay? So they're trying to nudge you forward. They've been sending you signs of what you need to tie off to move forward, okay? And then look at this card. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? That's your destiny. What your soul is calling you to do is your destiny. Okay? Your destiny. The destiny you chose for yourself. Okay? That's what your soul is calling you to do. That's what your soul is nudging you toward. Okay? That's what they want you to remember, what your soul wants you to do. Okay? So that you can weave the tapestry of your life, your destiny. Okay? But it starts with being faithful to yourself first and foremost. So they're nudging you. They're letting you know what needs to be tied off, what threads are complete and need to be tied off in order to move forward. being faithful to yourself. Okay? So that being faithful to anything other than yourself in this moment is what's draining you from your energy from you. To get the energy back, tie those threads off and commit to being faithful to yourself and moving forward with your destiny, your chosen destiny, okay? Answer the call of your soul. All right, and look at that. Wow. Okay. No, it's this way. So this is the Two of Hearts. This is a partnership between you and your high self, you and your spirit world, you and your spirit team. It's a partnership of love. Now, this could indicate also a partnership of love in the physical world, but mostly it's a partnership of love between you and yourself. Your faithfulness is to you first and foremost, to externals, representations of yourself after, okay? But to you, the most important relationship you have is with you and with your high self and with your spirit world, spirit team, etc., with your soul that's calling you, right? To fulfill your destiny, that you've chosen to weave it and fulfill it. So this card indicates, see this beautiful angel, that's your high self, blessings being poured from the spiritual world into the physical world for you. So you are receiving, you're in partnership with your spirit world, okay? And you're receiving the blessings and they want you to receive them. So be faithful to that. Be faithful to yourself. Be faithful to receiving the blessings for you that allow you to weave and fulfill your destiny that the soul is calling you to do, okay? This is going to bring some healing. It's going to bring some healing on the transformational level. So it's going to bring some transformation and healing into your life, okay? It's going to move you forward, okay? Like they're trying to do here, nudging you forward. This is going to move you forward, recognizing this. It's going to move you forward. And there's going to be some recognition, possibly public recognition, okay? Self-recognition, absolutely, but possibly some public recognition. And this might be overwhelming to you, okay? This might be overwhelming to you because you'll have a lot of people wanting to connect with you. And that's why it's so important for you to understand this, that your faithfulness is to you first and foremost, not to anything external. If this becomes a very public recognition and you have people that are, loving you, pouring love toward you, right? These blessings being poured, and so you might feel that you have to be faithful to them, that you have to appease them, that you have to do whatever they need you to do. But that's not what you need to do. You need to answer the call of your soul. You need to be the weaver of your life, of your destiny. So stay true to yourself when this recognition comes, especially if it's a public recognition and you have a lot of people demanding your time, attention, your energy, because that will drain your energy, right? So be faithful to yourself. Stay faithful to yourself. Focus on your destiny, on weaving your destiny, okay? Focus on what your soul is calling you to do. And this will bring these blessings, and it could bring some very public recognition is what I'm hearing for you. So just stay true to yourself and you'll be fine. You won't have to experience this tower. You might be a little overwhelmed. That's what this tower card is showing. And there could be moments of feeling like you could fall apart or everything could fall apart and when you feel like that, remember, just be faithful to yourself and you'll get through it. Okay? That's what they want you to know. And that's all they have for you, is what I hear. So just keep, moving forward on your destiny, weaving your life and your soul mission, right? And stay faithful to yourself. All right? That's what they want you to know. Okay. My pile number 3 with this beautiful stone that I'm not to identify for some reason. All right, let's see what's draining your energy, my pile number 3s, and what you can do about it. Oh, love. Interesting. Let's see what they have to say about this. How is love draining for you? Okay, I need to lay out the rest of the cards to get the full picture because it's not immediate. The pillar, so this is about creating foundations and building foundations, which we, when our foundation is built on love, it's usually very strong and supportive. So let's see what else they have to say. Meditation, take a moment to connect to source through quiet, reflective meditation. Okay. Dreams are where your mind translates the divine. Third eye chakra. Labradorite is the crystal that they're calling my attention to. Interesting. And then boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Okay. So there's a person, or yeah, there's a person. It's a person. I'm not going to try to hide that fact. It's a person. There's a person you love who might be draining you in some way, draining your energy. So you need to establish these boundaries. You need to establish better boundaries. Could be several people you love or that love you, but you need to establish better boundaries. Okay, that's what this is saying. So your love is strong. Your love is the pillar for those around you. That's what this is saying. Your love is the foundation, the pillar. It's what those around you rely on and what they need, they feel they need. Okay, so your love is so strong. That's what I'm hearing. Your love is so strong that it's not just your foundation, your pillar. It's become the pillar and foundation for others in your life, for those in your life. And that's okay, but they need to find their own self-love. They need to find their ability to love themselves and create their pillar, their own pillar, okay? And that's where these boundaries come in. You need to set some boundaries, establish some boundaries so that they know where you end and where they begin, okay? That's all boundaries are. They're like a definition. They're like a defining line. So you need to establish some boundaries around where you end and they begin so that they can love themselves as much as you love them. They can love themselves unconditionally as much as you do. And that can be the pillar and the foundation for their lives, okay? For their existence, for their happiness, for their creation of their world. Your pillar is for you. Your foundation is for you. And others can lean on it, but they need to build their own. And that's where these boundaries come in. So yeah, that's exhausting. If you're trying to hold everyone in your life up with your unconditional love, it's not going to work. They need to have clear boundaries so that they can see where you end and they begin, and they can start to figure out how to love themselves unconditionally the same way that you love them unconditionally. And you need to continue to love yourself unconditionally, even when they fall down, okay? Even when they it feels like they can't build this pillar on their own, whatever it is, okay? You need to be able to love yourself unconditionally. Your pillar and foundation needs to be strong enough to love yourself unconditionally as you let them go, as you let them define themselves, as you let them see themselves, and you let them create their own pillar and their own foundation of self-love, unconditional self-love, okay? So you need to meditate to do this. You need to take a moment to connect to source through quiet, reflective meditation. So meditation can look like anything. It can be walks in the park. It can be baths. It could be showers. It could be listening to music. Whatever it is that takes you to this quiet, reflective place where you connect to source, okay? You need to do that often, I hear. And your dreams, pay attention to your dreams. Your dreams are where your mind translates the divine. It's where your third eye chakra is wide open, is when you're dreaming, okay? So pay attention to the messages coming in your dreams around this situation, okay? That's what I'm hearing. All right. And then there's 2 more cards to come. I think it's 2. That's what came for the other group. Look at that. Yeah, okay. Is it this one? Well, it'll come if it is. Let it pop out. With certainty. Okay. Let's let it pop out with certainty. Anytime. There we go. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. Okay. That does work. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. This is the world and this is the moon. Okay. But first, let's address the minor arcana here. This is the Ace of Pentacles, which means business opportunities, financial opportunities, opportunities in the physical world are coming your way. Doesn't mean you have to take every opportunity that comes your way, but they are coming your way, and you are to take a look at them and decide which ones are for you. Okay? So, and then the world card, this says the world is your oyster. The world is opening up to you as you open up to the world. But you need to understand, that's why you need to understand these boundaries here. These boundaries and this you need to understand that your self-love, your unconditional love for yourself is your pillar. So regardless of what happens when you open yourself up to the world and when the world opens up to you and when all these opportunities come to you, that's your pillar, that's your foundation, and you need to have boundaries because otherwise you would just get lost in all of this. Okay, that's what this is about. So you have a bunch of business opportunities coming to you. The world is opening up to you, and you're opening yourself up to the world. And that's why it's so important to understand how this your unconditional love can attract people to you that want to use your pillar, your foundation of unconditional love as their foundation and their pillar. But that's not what you're here to do. You're here to help them see their own. So you need these boundaries. Okay, you need to create these boundaries. Yeah. And then the Eight of Cups. It is all about balance and harmony and on the emotional, spiritual level. And it's also about opportunities that you thought were lost or things that you thought were lost being returned to you. Okay? So that's really cool. And that's got significant meaning for me, actually. So I hear that. So that's what the Eight of Cups is about. It's about returning to this place of balance and harmony on the emotional and spiritual level, and allowing the things that you believed were lost to be returned to you. Okay? On the emotional and spiritual level is what I'm hearing. And the moon is all about connecting to the divine feminine, connecting to your intuition, understanding that the darkness exists, but it's not harmful. The darkness is not harmful. The darkness absorbs the light. The darkness calls the light to it. The darkness, reflects the light. The moon reflects the light, right? So not being afraid. This moon card is saying to me very clearly in this reading for the first time to not be afraid of the dark that is in the world. Okay, because you're opening yourself up to the world. You can define yourself. You can create these boundaries where you are the light that you're choosing to be, this unconditional, pure love, light, and wisdom. Universal love, light, and wisdom, I hear, is what you're choosing to be and what has created this pillar and foundation for you. And that's why I'm saying a lot of things will be attracted to it. A lot of people, a lot of energies will be attracted to it. And so you need to have these boundaries so you know where you end and they begin, and they know where you end and they begin. And that's the beauty of separation. It's an illusion that we live while we're here because we all are one. But here, there needs to be some separation for this to play out, I guess, is the best way to say it. I don't know if I'm explaining that very well, but, we need to be individuals here. That's what we came here to do, right? To be individuals, and to find our way back to the oneness and to be, connected to the spirit world and to the oneness and to this divine feminine that's all about receiving and all about unconditional love and all about intuition and all about loving the darkness and allowing the darkness to absorb and reflect the light and become the light. Okay, and that's what you're doing here. That's what we believe we lost. We believe that we lost the light within us. Okay, and that's how we bring it back to us. This Eight of Cups is showing us that by absorbing it and then reflecting it, by receiving it and then opening our intuition and reflecting it, that's how we're bringing this back to us. And we're going to show others how to do it, but we have to do it for ourselves first, and we have to have these boundaries where we're like, this is me, and this is you, and this is me doing this, and this is you, and you can do this if you choose, but I can't do it for you. Okay? So trying to do it for others will exhaust you. It will drain your energy. But showing them how to do it for themselves by creating these boundaries and then showing them how you do it and allowing them to do it for themselves, that's what this is all about. That is what's going to energize you. That is their message for you. I hope it resonates. I hope it makes sense. I hope you understand it. And I hope you, put it into action. All right? That is your reading. You go have a beautiful, beautiful day now. Bye-bye.